It is the end of 2021, and that means it's time for my annual Tech Predictions episode featuring some of your favorite tech creators. Every year, I invite some of my friends to help me come up with our tech predictions for the next year, based on our own experiences and our own expertise. I started this series last year after being inspired by a podcast that I guest hosted on called Daily Tech News Show, which you can see me on quite frequently, at least once a month. Stick around till the end for my own security and tech predictions, but for my friends, take it away.
Somehow it's the end of 2021 and I'm going to tell you what I'm super excited for in 2022. Hi everyone, my name is LironSegev, where I focus on Wi-Fi connectivity and security. I am super excited about Wi-Fi 6 and Wi-Fi 6E and mesh networks. You see, our homes are getting smarter. It's no longer a laptop and a couple of phones and maybe some tablets. Now it's smart speakers, it's security cameras, gaming consoles, smart lights, smart garage, door openers, and a whole bunch more. And all of that equipment is vying for our bandwidth. All that equipment is fighting with each other, trying to get onto our network, trying to get out into the world, and that's been a pain with Wi-Fi 5. Wi-Fi 6, however, is coming in and it's going to solve a lot of these issues by managing our bandwidth better, our internal home network better. It's smart enough to detect when somebody is watching 4K Netflix in the lounge and somebody is streaming Call of Duty in the bedroom. It's got technologies like OFDMA, which is smart enough to work out, hey, where's the congestion, and simply route the traffic around that. We're going to get so many new devices which are Wi-Fi 6 capable and Wi-Fi 6E and mesh network, and that's going to make a world of a difference for our bandwidth and connectivity going forward. I'm super excited to also learn about Wi-Fi 7 that's coming out, but that's still a couple of years away. So I'll see you in 2022.
Hey Shannon, saradietschy here. Thank you so much for having me. So this is kind of a selfish prediction because this is something I want and maybe it'll be happening next year. Foldable phones are obviously huge, but I think we're gonna see more foldable tablets and laptops. A little bit harder to figure out. Bigger screen, what about a keyboard? What do people do for that? But seeing the Lenovo Fold was really cool this year. I know a foldable iPad will never come out, but I would love to see maybe a Samsung Tab foldable. That would be so next level. I want to be able to basically have the size of a big phone when you fold it, but then it expands to a tablet for entertainment, to watch Netflix, YouTube videos, all those things. So.
Hello everyone, my name is Iyaz, and these are my predictions for tech in 2022. Let's start with Apple. I think that the 2021 MacBook Pros are a big sign as to where Apple is headed in the future. Make hardware that pushes function over form. There's no need to be the lightest and thinnest when you lose important things like ports. So I'd imagine we're going to get a new iMac Pro and Mac Pro loaded with ports. Although, I'm curious what the graphics card situation is going to be like on the Mac Pro. As for Google, I'm not sure we'll see a true Pixel Watch in 2022. However, the company has announced Fitbit will run Wear OS. This could finally be the turning point for Wear OS. Imagine an Android smartwatch that works as well as the Apple Watch. Maybe we'll finally get that. Sony will finally make enough PlayStation 5 consoles so people can buy them. I also think its rumored Game Pass competitor, codenamed Spartacus, will go live in 2022. I don't know if Sony will be as aggressive as Microsoft when it comes to the catalog of games available, though. Thank you to Snubs and you S'mores. Oh, we're going to see more house robots. House robots are coming, 2022.
Hey everybody, I'm SheNetworks, and this is my 2022 tech predictions. In 2022, I'm excited to see advancements in energy conservation and sustainability for data centers. It's currently estimated that about 3% of all electricity globally goes towards data centers, and this energy is used on things like lights, cooling systems, monitors, humidifiers, and of course, all the networking compute equipment that goes inside a data center. Now, there are four main areas to focus on. First is building energy efficient and sustainable buildings. This means using fewer materials, reclaimed water supplies, and water efficient cooling, and designing the buildings with overall energy efficiency in mind. Now, the next thing would be sustainable products that can be recycled, reused, or easily upgraded, and designing parts that produce the same result while using less energy. Third would be optimizing your workload, so reducing oversubscription of resources like CPU and memory in the cloud and in your data center. And this is going to be a little bit easier with newer AI technologies. We can better predict how much of a resource you will need, and this results in cost savings and reduction in energy usage. And lastly, in 2022, I would love to see more data centers convert over to 100% renewable energy. And that would be my prediction. Thank you, everybody.
Hey guys, it's Don here from Nova Spirit Tech, and I want to thank Shannon, aka Snubs, for inviting me to this year's tech prediction. And one of the topics that I want to talk about is Web 3.0, and I do see this being the future of technology right now. Currently, we are just touching the surface of Web 3.0 with the smart contracts, NFTs, and stuff on the Ethereum blockchain, but it will dramatically change the way we handle data in the future with this decentralized peer-to-peer network, and it might even be a decentralized peer-to-peer internet. It's something that I hope will take over in the future, and I want to see how that evolves. If you guys are not familiar with Web3, I urge you to Google either Web3, dApps, or decentralized peer-to-peer, even Ethereum or smart contracts. Those are the things that you can search up to get yourself a little bit more informed about Web 3.0. Anyway, I want to thank Shannon again for inviting me to this year's prediction, and happy holidays, everyone.
What's up, everyone? Sagi here from Tech Year Talk, and here are 3 products that I hope to see in 2022. So first, I want to see an M1 Max Mac Mini. Try saying that fast 3 times. They can keep the same form factor as the M1 Mac Mini, give me an upgraded chip, more powerful ports, support for up to 4 displays, more RAM, and improved Bluetooth performance. And if they do that, I think a lot of people would jump on board. Next, I'd like to see an iPad Air 5 with a new chip, an upgraded camera system with center stage, maybe 120 Hz with ProMotion, although that may compete with the 11-inch iPad Pro, better battery life, more storage, and then continue to make improvements, especially in file management in iPadOS. Finally, it's time for a redesign of the Apple Watch. We're probably going to see the squared off edge design that we thought was coming in 2021, but I'd love to see a round option as well. I think that it opens the door to a whole new set of watch faces, and I'm ready for something completely different than what we've seen in the past. Snubs, thank you so much for including me in this video. Happy New Year, everyone.
Hello, S'mores. My name is Miguelina, aka Catwoman from Tech Valor, and I like to help people become power users just like myself. My predictions for 2022 is pretty basic. I've noticed that where I live, I've been getting 5G speeds in my home, which it wasn't like that 2 months ago. So my prediction is that in 2022, there's going to be a lot more people that are going to get 5G speeds, not only outside, but in their homes as well. High-speed internet is so important, especially since we have so many things connected to our internet, like our home security systems, or just generally having meetings in our home. So my hope for 2022 is that there's going to be 1 GB speed, upload and download in areas where there wasn't before. Thanks, Shannon, for allowing me to be a part of this collab, and thank you so much for allowing me to share my predictions for 2022. Bye!
Wow, I love these predictions, and it is so cool to me that many of ours are trending towards the same kind of thought process. I have 2 predictions of my own. First, I think that we are going to see a major spike in cryptocurrency attacks. Why am I focusing on cryptocurrency? Not only because of NFT and that rise, but also because cryptocurrencies are so much harder to track. Now, of course, wallets aren't 100% anonymous, but if a ransomware attacker, for example, wants to ask you for Bitcoin, that's a lot harder for somebody to get back. I also predict that we're going to see some major Pixel tech happening this year. We have seen some teases about a new foldable Pixel phone. I don't know if that's necessarily going to happen next year, but if it did, that would be awesome. I also predict that Samsung will have something to do with it, hardware related, if a foldable was to happen. I also think Google will finally release their own Android watch, and we have seen some rumors and some teases. Most recently was an article on Business Insider. So I think we will finally get a Google Pixel watch, a vanilla watch operating system, and Google Assistant baked right into the wearable. Now, given the hype and the marketing and the sold out popularity of the Pixel 6 Pro, Google now has solid proof to show that people want premium, flagship, vanilla Android phones. So I hope that they use that formula to bring us some epic devices of 2022. If they don't, Well, I'll just blame the chip shortages. I hope you enjoyed seeing all of those predictions. I have got some big news for January, but first I do want to thank SpiderOak for sponsoring my channel throughout this holiday season. Your data and your conversations deserve to be private and secure, whether you are collaborating with your team members or your business, or chatting with people that matter most to you. If you're at home or at work, you need a solution that you can trust, and with Crossclave from SpiderOak, your data comes first with an uncompromised focus on security and privacy. That means whether you are chatting with friends and family via text, you're sharing files with team members, maybe calling someone in another country, or making video calls to celebrate the holidays, everything is encrypted before it leaves your device. So not even Crossclave can see what you're doing, unlike other file storage and sharing tools on the market. Crossclave uses top security and encryption technology, so those personal photos or important work documents are kept private and nobody can snoop on your chats, voice, or video calls. Crossclave is clean and it's easy to use with no trackers and ads, with no one monitoring your data to sell you things. The best part is they offer free chat and video calling with no hidden fees and no fine print. Just 100% clear and reliable communications for a whole group or for one-on-one. They do have a white paper and a data sheet on their site if you want to read up on how Crossclave works. Check it out totally for free by going over to spideroak.com/crossclave. That's spideroak.com/crossclave. Collaborate securely with the people who matter most to you with Crossclave. Thank you so much to SpiderOak for sponsoring my channel. Thank you so much to my s'mores for showing your support of my channel this year. You are truly the MVPs. I love you. Happy New Year, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye, y'all.